We are certainly dealing with more cold down here. And where do you want to be when it's cold? Inside. How about the Fox Theater? That'd be a great place to spend the next few days. Joe Ripley standing by right now with information on a performance that pays tribute to the King of Pop.
The King of Pop. We're talking about Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Man, wow. The Fox Theater right now putting on MJ, the musical, Broadway caliber show here. This is a show that features a lot of talent, as you might imagine, that takes you through Michael Jackson's couple of days leading up to his Dangerous World Tour in 1992. Well, there is a connection here because the choreographer of this show stopped by Atlanta a couple weeks ago, got to catch up with him, cool. And I said, dude, how are you doing these moves? He's like, I've been practicing since I was 7 years old. That's when I started dancing. And now I want to share that gift with the world. So let's introduce you all watching at home to Justin Prescott.
Out, in, out, in.
With rhythm in every step and every move in sync, choreographer Justin Prescott coaches the community to do the same.
I discovered it very young, and it's something I discovered I was very passionate about, and so I just continue to do that and obviously share it with people around the world.
Prescott has been dancing since he was 7 years old. He's since sequenced moves on Broadway shows, including MJ the Musical, now playing at the Fox Theater in Atlanta.
Everybody knows Michael Jackson. Like, if you saw a silhouette of any move of MJ, you'd be like, that's Michael Jackson. He's a pioneer, pioneer of movement, pioneer of style, pioneer of singing.
These dancers are learning the basics and learning to move together.
You don't want to be static.
Torian Cole says dancing the moonwalk is a lot harder than it looks.
Everyone else is learning as well, so you don't feel alone, so you feel like I'm okay to make mistakes, but I can also make it better. I think the most fulfilling part is like actually getting it right and hearing everyone cheer at the same time, and we're all like, we mastered it.
Mastering these moves is a reminder to Cole to get up and go.
I mean, we're always moving, so we're constantly moving, but when you can stylize it, when you're flowing, it's just even better. Like even walking down the street, you got some music in, it just makes your day feel better because you're actually moving with intention. Inspired by the King of Pop, Prescott makes it his mission to pass on MJ's legacy with dance, fostering community.
We've become so detached a little bit just because of social media. So when we're all in a room, like I was saying to them, like they don't know each other, but for them to support one another, to feel love from somebody you don't know, is different than from your family. So it's just like uplifts people in a way that you don't usually get.
Yeah, so MJ the Musical, Dan, is going to be at the Fox Theater through Sunday, February 1st. There are a couple of Atlanta connections in this one as well. Some natives are going to be performing in roles like Tito Jackson, Quincy Jones, and part of Michael Jackson's dance crew.
Okay. You seen the show?
I have seen the show. Very impressed, especially by the star, right? The guy who plays MJ. I don't know how he does those moves. They're so smooth. He reminds you just of Michael Jackson. And the storytelling is really cool. They kind of flash back, show you some of the influences, including personal, familial, musically of Michael Jackson. Even the dance moves who he took from history. Guys like Fred Astaire and the Nicholas brothers and Bob Fosse. Like, it shows you a lot of what influenced Michael Jackson and what made him tick. They even do touch on some of those more controversial aspects of Michael Jackson during the early 90s, so it covers a good chunk of his life.
Interesting. I'm very interested to see how they cover the controversial aspects. I mean, is that one of those things where they touch on it and then they go to intermission? They'll have to do a little reset?
It's one of those things that they sprinkle it in. So there's a scene in the show that is more like a press conference style, journalists asking all sorts of questions, peppering Michael about those controversial subjects. And, you can tell that he is struggling internally. He's got a show to do. This world tour is nearly bankrupting him, and all the while he's having to reflect on what really matters to him in that moment. Is it the music? Is it, his life in particular? Is it his legacy at that point? So I don't want to spoil too many things for you, but the lighting is spectacular. Of course, the choreography, which Justin had a big hand in doing. He's done a number of shows on Broadway, and it really shows in the performance just how excited he is. But, man, those moves. Michael had some moves, I got to say. And there's a reason why I didn't make the piece. Earlier, somebody asked, hey, did you get to try some of those moves, the moonwalk, the side-to-side? I was like, I tried.
Can you do the moonwalk for us out of the studio?
I can moonwalk right on out of here, but it won't look pretty.
Well, I'd like to see you try, but all right, we'll save that for another day. Joe, thanks so much, man.
Absolutely.
Great piece.
Pleasure to be with you.
It's at the Fox Theater till Sunday, right? All right, get your tickets online.